Hey friends, Wendy here. Welcome back. Hello if you are new. Thanks for joining me. We are going to play with some new products from Spellbinders. I've had these for a little while and finally made some cards. Well, actually made some before, but we'll get into that. So we're going to use this cool 3D emboss and cut folder today. And I used these other products. Well, we're also going to use these words. But then I used a lot of these other products on other cards that I made for my Creative Vault membership. We do exclusive live events there. And so I'll show you those cards at the end of this video. There are some press plates in this release that you can use with your BetterPress machine, and the sentiments turn out so super cute. So I didn't use this press plate. It's the only product I haven't used from this line yet, but I'm sure it's going to make an appearance at some point. So here are the dies and the 3D embossing folder. The cool thing about this is you can die cut and emboss all at one time and create absolutely beautiful images. It's just really nice to have everything cut out for you and embossed simultaneously. It saves a ton of time. I was able to cut a whole bunch of these butterflies and I used them on multiple cards. You can do lots of different things with them. So we're going to get into more of that today. So here, once I have all the dies laid out, I put an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock over the top of the dies, closed the embossing folder, and then I'm going to use my die cut machine, my manual one here, to die cut and emboss. I have not found an effective way to put these through the Anna Griffin, which is the machine that I have that is electronic, but you can put it through this machine just fine. I'm pretty sure this is the same machine as the Spellbinders Platinum, and you have the layer that is for 3D embossing folders, or the cutting plate, I guess I should say, or stackable plate. So once you open this up, you will see that everything is die cut and embossed, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I just love the dimension that this creates. You could cut these with solid cardstocks, as I've done here. You could do with white cardstocks, and you're going to have so many options to make really beautiful cards. So once these were all die cut, I needed to just decide exactly how I was going to use them. And what I decided to do is use the corner piece there on a card front. And we are going to use Zig Clean Real Brush markers to color that embossed and die cut image. For the coloring, I grabbed my handy dandy Hello Kitty cup that I've used for watercoloring for many years. This was actually my daughter's cup when she was a little girl. I had the cutest set for her that was a pitcher and 2 cups, and I can vividly remember us sitting outside while the sun was shining and having a little picnic party, and we would put lemonade in the pitcher and we used these little cups to drink from. And it just makes me happy every time I use this cup, and I've kept it in my craft room for many years because it's just, I don't know, it holds good memories. Do you have anything in your craft room that kind of is nostalgic for you and holds good memories? I would love to know. Comment below and let me know. So here, what I'm doing is I'm putting water down first with a regular paintbrush. I'm getting it wet, laying water down, and then I'm going in with the Zig Clean Real Brush, laying a line of pigment, and then pulling that pigment out from that area with the paintbrush. Then after it dries, I'm going in over it again with the Zig Clean Real Brush marker, and I'm just pulling that color out even more. What my goal was to create shading in the areas that were debossed or lower, and then have it lighter going out towards the edges. And as I was painting this, I'm going to be honest with you, I was like, this is not working. I don't like the way it looks. This is ugly, which is why I always struggle with watercolor, because a lot of times watercolor can look pretty awful until it doesn't. It's like it's a mess, a hot mess till it's not. So you really have to lean into trusting the process. And I did that exact thing with this card. I really leaned into trusting the process and tried really hard to just allow myself to continue painting and creating and letting myself see where this would go. Is it my very favorite card I've ever created? No, it's not. I feel like if I had a little more experience with watercoloring, I probably could have done a better job. Also, silly me, I did not cut this out of watercolor paper. So I was also working at a disadvantage in that department. So I would highly recommend, if you try this technique, to use watercolor paper for your cutting. The other thing is that when I took photos of all of this, I just could not get good photos. I don't know what was going on that day, but I struggled so hard to get any decent photos of any of these cards. So my photos really do not do them justice. They are pretty cards, but are they my favorite? No. And why? Well, this one would be my favorite of the three that I'm going to show you today. But y'all know, if you've been here for any length of time, you know that I like bright, bold color. So pastels are hard for me. Anything that's kind of soft and pastel-y it's a struggle for me. So I finished coloring the card and I've got it turned over here, and I didn't show you the entire process of me painting it because, to be totally honest with you, it's all the same. So I didn't feel like you needed to see every single step of me painting it. I will tell you that it was incredibly relaxing to sit and paint this image. So if you're looking for something that is kind of relaxing and not a lot of pressure, I would recommend trying some watercolor. One of the other things that I struggle with watercolor is that I really like everything to look very clean and precise and controlled. And sometimes it's hard to accomplish that with watercolor, because that's not the point. That's not how watercolor is supposed to look. So anyway, I digress. So here is the finished painting, and then we are going to use these word die cuts. These are I think they're called Script Sentiment. There is a link below the video, FYI, with all of the info you need. So if you want to shop any of these supplies, there's a link below the video. If you want to go to my blog and look at the photos or see the supply list there's a link. But the link is down below all the writing. So there's kind of going to be like a bunch of writing in the description area, and then the links are below that. So you're going to want to check, kind of like scroll down in the description box. And if you're not sure how to get to the description box, let me know in the comments. I know some people struggle with knowing how to get to the description box, so I'm certainly happy to explain that in a video. It's just right below the video, and you just tap, if you're not on my blog, if you're on YouTube, you just tap more right below the video, and it'll open up a big description box for you, and you can scroll through that and find everything you're looking for. There's also a place there to subscribe to my email list, and I send out free inspiration calendars every month. I am so bad about advertising stuff like that. I should probably be telling you guys that stuff in every video, and I just don't. So I send out a calendar every single month that is a free gift from me for my people who are on my email list. I don't spam you in my email list. I literally just send you, like, every once in a while I'll send you fun tutorial stuff, or if I have a class or an event going, I'll share that with you. If there's a major sale happening with a company that I love, I'll share that with you. But I really don't spam you very often. So I promise, I never spam you, but you know what I'm saying. I don't just send out emails to send out emails. I send them with a purpose. So if you want to get my creative inspiration calendar every month in your email box, then make sure you sign up for my emails. And there is a link below this video to do that as well. It's been forever since I've shared that. Okay, so here I'm just adding little tiny pieces of dimensional pieces, and then I'm going to add it to the card. Again, we have another wedding card. I am going to be inundated in the next couple years, I think, with weddings and babies and all of the things. So we have a cousin who's getting married. It's her, she's very young, my husband's cousin. And so we've got her, and I'm actually doing all the desserts for her wedding. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but I'm doing it. And then we have another very close family friend that just got engaged. So I think their plan is to get married possibly next year. And then we're going to, of course, all those things are going to have, I've got a bridal shower coming up. I have another friend whose daughter is expecting, and she's having a baby shower soon, actually on my birthday, soon in March. So that's exciting. So just lots of fun things that are going to be coming up. And I know I'm going to need congratulations and best wishes and all of those things to go with their gifts. So I've been kind of putting a focus on creating those types of cards. So this one is pretty much finished. I considered adding some rhinestones or gems or something like that to this card, and I had decided to go ahead and add a couple of the butterflies. So I ended up not wanting to add the bling and wanted to go more with like the butterfly look. So I added a little butterfly down here, like it's sitting on the flowers. And then I'm pretty sure I add one at the top too. Yep, there it is. So that kind of balanced out everything and filled in some of that empty space around the edges. And I really love how this card turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We are overdue for a really good long video that has story time, aren't we? We need to have like a major catch up on life events. There's been a lot going on. And so here are the other two cards I made, by the way. These are using those edge dies that I showed you in the beginning of the video. Aren't they gorgeous? We made these cards in our BetterPress, oh my gosh, in our Creative Vault live event. So if you are interested in joining the Creative Vault, there is a link below the video. It is free for your first 21 days. So if you're interested in grabbing that, we would love to have you there. And I hope to catch you guys in another video very, very soon. And if you want to see another video from me, you can click either one that you see here. I'd love it if you subscribe to my channel. You can click the little circle with my face in it. And you can catch me over on social media, on Instagram at Wendy Cranford, or search Love and Stampin' on Facebook. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.